Hi, my name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer and motivational speaker. Today we're going to talk about how to manage frustration when it all goes wrong! Ah! How do you manage frustration when it all goes wrong? I mean, have you ever had one of those days, weeks, months, where just you get up and you stub your foot and smash your toe on the bed and you accidentally kick the dog and the baby starts crying because now you're swearing up a storm and then somebody else is mad at you and then there's no milk in the fridge and then the milk that is in there, if there is any, it's dead, your cereal is stale and you realize, wow, hey, it's daylight savings time, I'm late for work. And that's just how your day starts. You ever have one of those days? Yes, that is a perfect formula for the emotion of frustration. It happens to everyone. All humans, unfortunately, suffer from frustration. It's this strange thing in our head that it stews up and it causes us to negatively react to our circumstances. Now, is being frustrated wrong or bad? Absolutely not. As Dr. Paul, another motivational speaker I know, said, your emotions are never wrong. They simply are. You have them. But what the key to the management of frustration and all these other emotions is what your reaction to them. So how you're reacting to the frustration is everything. Do you get mad and you start yelling at the kids and you smash stuff down? I mean, you're like, dude, you're 49 years old, man. You're 52 years old, and you really start, I remember, and it happens. So I remember I was down in Carlsbad, California, just outside San Diego. And I was right at where the end of Palomar Airport Road is, and it's a really big cliff where the ocean, it's above the ocean, and the ocean currents come in, and it hits the cliff wall, and it generates these great breezes for these guys to toss out their gliders, and they fly around, and I mean, it's really cool. They got the remote control, no power, just silent, just really, really cool. And, you know, it's hang on just a sec. Let me shut the heater off here. It's a little bit chilly in the evening, but I don't want that roaring sound. But so this guy, he tosses out his glider. It comes up, he makes the turn, and something goes wrong, and the glider comes around and just smashes on the ground. Now, this guy looked like he was in his late 40s, executive type, I don't know, whatever it was. And he marched over to that glider, picked it up, walked to his van, and slammed it in there. And like, dude, it's just a glider. I mean, you know, maybe he's got $1,000 in it. Who knows? But that response to having that frustration, yeah, you put a bunch of money into it, you just came out, and you're all excited, and then it flew around and pow! Just like nothing, all of a sudden it ruined your day and everything goes wrong. You got to look at it, it's like, man, just remember, I did another video about this, it's just burnt toast. Look, did you break an arm? Did somebody lose a leg? Did somebody get killed? I mean, you got to look at the spectrum of how this measures out. Now, one of the things about humans is we pile things up that are fully unrelated, and yet in our mind, it starts to build and churn and yeah, it happens, and it happens to all of us. Believe me, it's happened to me. I was just thinking about that in my book, Antarctic Tears, where I had my sled break, my second sled break, my shovel break, the sastrugi was extra bad, the snow was stupid deep. I mean, this year in Antarctica, they maybe had 6 inches of snow. I had feet of soft snow where my sleds they would fully disappear. I was doomed before I started. I got a lung infection, I coughed up blood. Yeah, and I'm supposed to be 90 days in Antarctica by myself, trying to ski to the South Pole and back. In the end, I set the world record for the longest expedition taking from Hercules Inlet to the South Pole. I mean, talk about frustration. I worked 10 years to try and succeed and just falls through my fingers like trying to hold water. in your hands. I mean, that was just like, oh my gosh, that just was a disaster. So you want to talk about frustration. I mean, this was a 6-figure trip. I pretty much bankrupted myself to make this thing happen. And there I am. It's just falling apart pretty much out of my control. If that isn't a frustrating moment, I don't know what is. And then I was thinking about that. It's like, what other frustrations have I had to talk about this video? Oh, hey, check it out. My Lost at Windy Corner book. I had trained, I had prepared, I thought set for everything to happen on Denali, and then weather came in, and weather kept coming in, and it was 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. I mean, let me see if I can find the picture of it in here. Where is it? Oh, crud. I can't remember. Arctic blizzard, yeah. It was a full Arctic blizzard that came down. Hey, if you want to read what it's like to be on North America's tallest mountain, Lost at Windy Corner, a double dose of frustration where you're sitting there and waiting for that storm to go away, and you're watching your food supplies go down, and man, what do I do? I've put the time and the money and 6 months of training into this, and now it's not working. Are you seeing the pattern there? Unrelated weather somehow relates to me. Food supplies running out, money associated with this, time disappearing. All these little things start adding up to ball your emotions and kind of peel you apart. And now it's all in your head. I'm sure there's some part of your brain that manages all that. But when you look at what's going on around you, and a lot of times the things that are frustrating are relatively unassociated, but in your mind they will pile up, and then you'll lash out and do something stupid and get mad. Like we're trying to learn how to work on Google display advertising. Yeah, it's super esoteric topic, but oh my gosh, that's just freaking frustrating, because how come I don't understand? It's so esoteric. I don't want to hire. Yeah, that's right. It can drive you mad. And then I realized, whoa, dude, chill out. Why am I getting frustrated? Because, at least for the learning process, I didn't know how to do it. And I'm pretty talented. I've got a lot of skills. Did engineering for 20 years. I'm a professional explorer. Run my own TV show. I'm a professional speaker. I do a lot of stuff. So I always think I should be completely capable and have no problems. Ha 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 ha. Right. Somebody that's going to have no problems. Yeah, the only people who have no problems are the ones in the graves, because they're dead and they have the ultimate problem, and now that's not a problem. So you don't want to end up there. But the whole idea of how to manage frustration is to look at your environment. What's going on? Why should I care? What's the big deal? Is this really that important? Did I just burn the toast? Don't get mad at the kids. Don't kick the dog. Don't speed to work. Don't do anything. So to manage your frustration, it's like this multi-step process where you have to go through and realize, that it's not that important. It's really not. I got to be more careful and more caring about the people I love, because frustration can really wreck stuff. It can make you do silly things. It can make you do very illogical things. It can make you take a mirror and a plate and throw it across the room like a 5-year-old. You're an adult. Quit acting like a 5-year-old. I know it happens. Now, is that to say that you should be like Commander Spock with no emotions whatsoever? No, of course not. That would be even worse, because then everyone would be really boring. Very boring. Instead, think about, wait a minute. What's all going on here? Are these things associated? Yes, no, okay. Now, the thing about it is you can only manage one thing at a time, right? The toast is burning, the baby's crying, the sink's overflowing, you have dishes, you're late for work, yeah, all this stuff, right? And you gotta just disconnect for a minute, step back and say, whoa, hey, I need to take a chill pill. Let's just evaluate this. Do you still love your family, your friends, your spouse, your girlfriend, your dog, whatever? Yeah, you do. At least you hope you do. Okay, calm. Is it really worth all this anger and frustration? Maybe I'm trying to do too many things at once. That happens to me all the time. As a business owner, I'm always trying to do too many things at once, but as a consequence, I'm not getting all my advertising done. I'm not contacting the clients as frequently as I'm supposed to, and I start making mistakes, which raises the frustration level. Right. So just by saying, hey, wait a minute, let's just disassociate, come back, maybe like make a checklist. Are you going to make a checklist about the baby crying, the tub overflowing, the burnt toast? No. But the things that are really building up, it's probably work challenges. Maybe you have relationship issues. Maybe you're having some physical problems that thin out your emotional capacity. So just remember, when you've got those things going, you're going to be a little bit extra reactive. So that's how you manage frustration, is know that, whoa, wait a minute, I've got these things going. I've got to be extra careful, more thoughtful, and more caring with the people and things in my life, because I don't want them to feel my lashing out simply because I'm having a tough time. That's how you manage frustration. Easy. Yeah, right. At least that's a theory. Anyway, my name is Aaron Linsdau. I'm a polar explorer, motivational speaker. Please like and comment on the video. Subscribe to the channel below. Please support me on PayPal, Venmo, and Patreon. Thank you very much for watching.